Greetings and welcome to another episode of the Planetary Persuader. I am Cosmic Kev, your host, and this is for the week beginning with Friday. I know weeks don't begin with Fridays, I get you, but you know, a lot of people have their weekend and they want to check this out, what they're up for. So this is how it happens. I got a lot of planets and Venus ruled signs, so this is also how it happens. And let's see, so I should say grahas and Venus ruled signs. Oh man, so we're going from the 12th of January, and it looks like we're starting out with a moon in Anurata today. So Anurata moon, you know, is ruled by Saturn. Its ruling deity is Mitri. Its symbol is the flowering lotus, which is like it has to kind of die in the mud and roots in the mud to bloom again. There's something very symbolic about, you know, the transitory and regenerative nature of existence. We've got a new moon on Tuesday, the 16th at 6:17 p.m. and it is in the constellation of Capricorn, and I would say it's also in the dual sign ruling nakshatra of Uttara Ashada, which, like, one of its symbols are the planks on the bed, and so this is a new moon, and it has something, you know, to do with austerity, and it's also ruled by the sun, though. It's also about truth, and it's also about soul, and it's also about generosity, and finding a capability to do better, a capacity to do better. And it shares some of that victorious energy too of Purva Ashada, you know, which is all in Sagittarius. And this one, nakshatra, is part Sagittarius, mostly in Capricorn. And so I think that we can expect some new stuff, you know, and that we can expect there to be, you know, some great truths revealed, and we're going to keep on moving forward with this as we head out there. And this is also, you know, a time like over the weekend. So I guess on Sunday, the sun rather, gets out of Vedic Sagittarius or sidereal Sagittarius, and we're talking in the sidereal zodiac, what you see in the sky more, and actually go into Capricorn on the 15th, you know. So, and it's interesting to take note of that in the two systems. Now, the other thing is we do have some changing. I think we do have some planetary changing of the guard. We don't want to miss out on any of that excitement. Yeah, Venus and Mercury goes into Capricorn. We you know, or it did already, I think on Wednesday, so that was relatively new. And then we have Venus going into Aquarius on the 18th. So yeah, that's Thursday. It actually happens on Wednesday, though, at 5:54 p.m. So Wednesday evening, right after sunset, Venus goes into Aquarius. So that's on the 17th, in the tropical zodiac we're talking about now. Yeah, so that'll be different. You know, there'll be a different vibe there, you know. So otherwise, it's Mars and Scorpio still, and Jupiter in Scorpio, Saturn in Capricorn, Uranus in Aries, Neptune in Pisces, and Pluto in Capricorn, all here for us. So sign by sign, let's do this thing. Right. So So, greetings, Aries, and welcome to your horoscope. So, Western astrology, moon's in Sagittarius. So, moon's in your 9th house, Aries. A good weekend for spiritual development. A good weekend to get out in nature. do something that's visionary. And so, it's a week for visionaries. Now, and it's also the last week of the tropical western zodiac Capricorn too. Yeah, it's all gonna change next Friday. So next Friday night. So this is it. And there's still this big stellium. I mean, Venus doesn't go into Aquarius until Wednesday night, so we still have the 5 planets in Capricorn right now. Moon in Sagittarius. Okay, Moon's going to be in Capricorn. Yeah, that means there's even going to be more Capricorn when we get to Sunday afternoon. So, I mean, Sunday afternoon, it's going to be crazy because it's going to be a house party with 6 planets in Capricorn. That's 6 planets in your 10th house, Aries. And I just think it's phenomenal. Like career possibilities, you being in the public eye, anybody with Moon, Sun, rising sign in Aries, lots of planets in Aries. I mean, I would look at this square because there's this tension that you get from all these planets in Capricorn. In fact, any of you cardinal signs, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, this time is huge for you. It's absolutely huge. Aries, you are included in that, and it's not that different from last week. I would just say continue to transform. Continue to accept change and work with it. Yeah. That's it. Okay. Greetings, Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope. So we start out this weekend with Moon in Sagittarius, and then the Moon, shortly before noon, goes into Capricorn. And so there'll be these 6 planets in Capricorn on Saturday and Sunday and Monday, and Tuesday. I guess right. But yeah, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and so there's this feeling of like, what is real? Like that's one of the things that Capricorn demands, and that Saturn's there. It is so Capricorn. So it'll be everything from people having knee pain, which I shouldn't laugh at, bone work, hair work, all the body parts that are kind of around us, our skin. So they say that is part of the Western Capricorn. There is so for Taurus, this is really lucky, actually. It's like you're in this kind of good luck phase, I think Monday seems like a very lucky day for you. And even from that, even Venus transiting into your 10th house later on this week, it's like, heck, you're going to beautify your career. Suddenly things at work get a little bit more relaxed, they get better. Greetings, Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope. Okay, so Mercury is in Capricorn now, and we are going to have 6 planets in Capricorn eventually this week, just for a little bit. So that's all your 8th house. So I mean, this is transformation, and this is a huge thing for you because we got this new moon coming on, and it's kind of like you've been in the blender sort of soul work and things being out of your control, and sometimes it's just kind of plain old scary, but also it's a place where other people can help you. There's some amazing gifts. And, one of my teachers calls the 8th house of unjust rewards. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because inheritance, is that really just? No, it's really sad. We don't want our people to go. But eventually I think they get old enough, they're in enough pain, and they're just disgusted with the world enough. People are like, yeah, I'm over it. I'm done. It's just too much suffering, and so that's, one of the problems that we face with aging is just the psychological, things too. We can be, we can be more joyful every day. We can learn how to be better, and, but we also have to learn how to deal with grief and, losing people and all those things. And that's not like easy. So what I would say now is, for Gemini, is work on your health. Try to find some tranquil spots. Don't expect to control everything. Just release, take some deep breaths, walk outside if you need to, smoke a cigarette, pace around the building, and then go back to work. when you're ready. No, I'm not encouraging you to smoke, it's, but, it's just have a time where you can give yourself some composure. Okay, so greetings Capricorn, welcome to your horoscope. Now for you, it's all about greetings Cancer, not Capricorn. Please edit Scouts. Greetings Cancer, welcome to your horoscope. Here we have all your 7th house filled with Pluto, Saturn, Sun, Mercury, Venus. That's 5 planets there, and then come Sunday afternoon through most of Tuesday, or much of Tuesday, you'll have 6 planets in Capricorn. It's huge. So, yeah. And so relationship stuff really comes to a head here. I don't know, other people are going through relationship stuff. I hear there are a lot of people, and my heart goes out to you if you care about stuff like that. It's really dangerous to care about stuff like that. And I guess it's really dangerous not to care about stuff like that, too. And so, well, for Cancer, there's this element of joy with Jupiter and Mars in the 5th. So there's this energy that's been, exuberant. There's been more creative power. And then it's a relationship thing, and relationships are changing. Pluto, relationships are restrictive. Saturn, relationships are soulful. Sun, relationships are interesting. Mercury, and relationships are, wonderful, just ecstatic. Venus, and so there's all these things about relationships. And then the moon's going to come in the picture and say, oh, they're emotionally satisfying. It's like, oh my gosh. So you have to deal with this week. You're going to have to deal with this, especially I think Monday. Monday being a moon day, and Saturn being opposite the moon, and all this kind of Capricorn being opposite the moon, and so there's this sort of confrontational trip going on. And I guess it's important not to, thinking back on the Vedic sad stuff, just try not to exaggerate. Keep focused on the spiritual, because that's working for you, and in both the 5th house and the 9th house, Cancer. And the money will come. You just kind of have to trust and wait. Well, hello Leo, welcome to your horoscope. So for you, it's all these health issues, and what I think is that this could be a catalyst to get the information you need, and you feel this improvement in your own body where you're getting resilient health. Resilient health is coming to you. And that's important, It's important to get what you need. And it's a good time to work on organization. It's a good time to work on diet, but it's a good time for, like I said last week, aunts and uncles, small pets. But your own personal health issues. And I think in a lot of ways, because 6th house is it's Mercury ruled, it's Virgo, and sometimes Virgo is like the low person on the totem pole. It's the servant, it's the one who does all this stuff. This is a highly critical nature about Virgo, but when you're at ground level, you see everything. You see everything everyone on top does that's wrong. It's actually there's a really lofty view from the bottom, too. But a lot of these people have to work so hard that they really don't have time to vote. They don't have time to be involved in any kind of political process. Their voices are often unheard. And so, there's this part of you right now going through, even though you're not a Virgo, but you're going through a major 6th house transit, Leo. So it's I'm having so much trouble with all the workers I'm working with, or this, my executive powers just don't seem to be making it, and I have a lot of enemies that hate me, because I print my hair too much, or whatever it is. And so you're going to be addressing those things. And then, there is some solace in the home, and in family, and, shared vehicles, or whatever it is, what your makeup is. So, well, on to Virgo. Greetings, Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope. So, the creative extravaganza, the creative rebirth of Virgo happens, this week. It should be happening right now. It should have been happening even earlier, but right now I feel like it's there, you know. It's like, okay, go with this. No, it feels right. I'm ready to do this. There's a confidence that's building within you. And I think one thing with Saturn is Saturn's not that great with giving you confidence, you know, and it kind of it sort of like dampens things, slows things down, dries things up. And it makes it harder, but sometimes it is the worthwhile prize, you know. They say like weight training is like one of the quickest ways to get in shape. And right now you have generosity, creativity, you're brimming with some really good stuff right now. And if there's something heavy in your heart, you know, just get down to that heart and just be honest with your heart and ask your soul. Greet your depression, greet your loneliness, greet your anger, greet your dismay. I know, it's embarrassing. I have to do all this stuff, you know, now. And, but, I mean, if you're seeking for a spiritual love, there's some great capacity for that to happen, and that you regain your inspiration, and that, you know, your own, your good works are going to shine. And that is the truth. Okay. All right. So hello, Libra. Welcome to your horoscope. So, you know, another cardinal sign. So these are the people that get hit really hard with this stuff. And so you're getting hit in a really, in big ways right now. And, it's mostly about your home life. It's about where you live. Some of you are going to have to change residence. Some of you are having major crisis with older parents. Some of you are having different family situations, people being born, or, you know, kind of expanded family matters. And this, what is it that is giving you happiness, and what is it that's preventing you from having happiness? That's also another big theme this week. So it's certainly one worth considering, worth looking at. All right, greetings, Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope. Yeah, I mean, you got to put yourself out there. That's really true. You can't second guess it, you know. I'd say, you know, the Mars effect is kind of, it's not as intense for most of us as it was, and for some of us it's even more so. Jupiter's still working for us, giving us good fortune, giving us good favor, lifting us up, you know, lifting us out of depression, helping us to be jovial, helping us to have joy, helping us to see there's more opportunities for money, there's more opportunities for better relationships with others. There's more opportunities to be on a better spiritual path, a better emotional, healthier emotional path, healthier mental path, healthier physical path, all of it. It's all integrated. So, like, you know, I like to get right to the stellium in Capricorn, because I think whenever there's these gathering of planets in one sign, it's hugely significant, and I can almost always ask any of the people I give personal readings to, clients, I can go back to a period like this and say, what was happening to you? You know, back around January 14th, 15th, 16th, you know, back in 2018, and they'll be like, whoa, all this stuff, how did you know? Right now it's more like the energies are gathering around siblings for Scorpio, and neighbors, and short trips, education, information. So there's all this stuff coming in. There's the good, there's the bad, and there's the, you know, there's the sad stuff too. And, you know, it's wintertime, you know, we got to take extra good care of ourselves, you know. Make sure that we're getting all the stuff we need. I mean, good time to keep a journal. I've been keeping a journal. I try to think of something I'm thankful for, at least a few things every day. And yeah, and it's like, shame on me for getting bummed out, you know, in some ways. But you know what? It's human emotion. Everyone has a right to have their emotions, and it's like up to us to change it, to get ourselves aligned with the positive vibration. We all can use help sometimes too. I've had people help me. People have showed up for me and helped me, and I like that. Thank you, people. Thank you, people who have showed up and helped. Yes. All right. Well, greetings, Sagittarius. So, I mean, most of this weekend for Sagittarius is all about you. And like I said last week about making money, oh man, it's so there right now. So, economics, that's a big issue. And I know you're a little bit of a gambler sometimes, so I mean, you're not one to like shy away from Bitcoin or, you know, some other cryptocurrency or something like that. And you know, you might be just shocked, like something big happened and you did it right, or something really bad happened and you did it wrong. It doesn't really matter, because in a way they're like two of the same thing. So your investment, also family issues, not so much like, it's almost like friends of your family coming in too, that kind of effect. Values, where you have your values are being challenged, things affecting your ears, throat, mouth, all of that is much more in focus right now too. And you know, meditation will give you a lot of tranquility where you live. Just doing some crazy art, primal screaming might help you get back in your heart. And not everybody, you know, some people are worthy friends and are angels in disguise. And some people are like, they seem like they're okay, confident, but might not be good for you in some way. So you have a lot to really consider this week. Yes. Well, greetings, Capricorn. Now, I don't think I can remember in my lifetime a more Capricorn time. There might have been one, but this is so Capricorn, and so much of it that, you know, I guess maybe back in like 60 or 61 when I was, you know, barely out of, maybe still in diapers, I don't know. Well, anyhow, it's a period of real transformation of the self. It's all about you. And so there's a lot leaning on you right now. Lots. This new moon, it's really going to change you. It's really going to set your course to that next level. It's like, where do you want to take it? The sun, the ruler of the nakshatra of this new moon, you know, Uttarashada, it's going to show you some stuff. And it's going to demand that you strip down a little bit from excesses. I know, it's like, you know, we're supposed to manifest. It's going to come. But you have to make room first. You know, empty baskets hold more. You know, and sometimes that's the process in our spiritual development, is we have to be emptied first before we can fill up with anything really good. Oh, man. So, right now you've got a lot of influences on you, and especially Sunday afternoon through Tuesday. It's like, whoa, you know, feeling the pressure cooker. But you are going to come out the other side, you know. You are going to be okay. And you'll be so much the better for it, really. And you do have good friends that, you know, kind of like coaches that want to have your back and want to help you get rid of evil and not hang out with bad people or do bad things to yourself. Yeah, there's that too. Okay. All right. Greetings, Aquarius. Welcome to your horoscope. So nice to have you. Well, I mean, the moon is going to be in Aquarius on Wednesday, and then Venus moves into Aquarius on Wednesday, and I'm thinking, you know, there is a little bit of a renewal. There's like this little mini bit of hope, like, okay, it's always darkest before the dawn, you know, and Aquarius time starts a week from this Friday night, anyhow, from this Friday night, so, on the 19th. So, it's, right now, work on your spiritual life. Right now, if you didn't give yourself some kind of retreat, at least 4 hours in nature, or 4 hours alone in a room meditating or something, you know, if you can't do anything, you know, 4-hour bath, I don't know, you know, 4-hour love if you're lucky enough to be in a good conjugal relationship, you know, that would be cool. And then you have this ability, though, you know, to just take some me time and try not to engage so much this week. That's the best thing. And it'll get better. Next weekend it'll be like all about you again. Yay! Kind of. Well, hello Pisces, welcome to your horoscope. So, it's a big party, you know. I mean, there's really, you know, between New Year's and Super Bowl Sunday in American culture, there's not a lot of parties. You know, people hide. They're in debt. They count their pennies. You know, they eat day-old bread and stuff and stay inside and, you know, try to get themselves back into the black. And you have a great spiritual vision, and you have a generosity, and you have a lot of good fortune right now. There's a lot of people trying to bless you, and you're a good social leader. So if you don't have a good social life right now, maybe you need to have a party. You need to invite better people in, and you have to start thinking better thoughts. Maybe hypnotizing yourself. It's going to take a long time to change your habits. Now, you're young, you know, if you're like 17 or 18 and you're learning better habits for your brain, man, you're way ahead of the game, way ahead of the curve. You people amaze me. Okay? So, good for you. I mean, I'm still learning. It's like, you know, baby steps in middle age. And you still gotta you be thankful for everyone who's helped me along the way. I have a lot of help. I have a lot of encouragement, and I want to give that encouragement to you because I think you're going to be doing great. And I want you just to extend the blessing. As you get it from other people, extend it to others. Why don't we all just like give out something better, and the world will be easier for us all to live in, and it'll be much more fun and much less threatening and so much easier to relate to. Well, that's it for me for this week. You'll see me again sometime. Next week, we do it again. Planetary Persuader with me, Cosmic Kev, your host.